Okay. All right. Another late night again, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it was another late morning as well. Incredibly interesting. Of course, we have a lot of fantastic updates. Regardless, we have a lot of fantastic updates to go through and go over. Of course, as I said, we will address you know, the elephant in the room. Um, but first, yes, hold on. We have a disclaimer. I have been advised to state this before exactly. Nope, no, not exactly. Hold on one second. Uh, nope, not no. Wait a minute. Definitely is it? Wait, wait, wait. Oh, oops. Wrong one. Wrong file. Wrong file. Hold up. Yep. A little bit further. Hold on one second. Trust me, it's well worth it. And yeah, I'll be sure to keep this. Actually, you know what? Might actually make a little video featuring this. It'd probably be for the best. Now, where did you? Oh God, did we really get into that much? Because we started to get into conversation about all kinds of other devices, and here we go. All right, there we go. Yes. The views and opinions expressed in this stream are solely those of the individual participants. Any third party content shown is used for the purpose of commentary, criticism, and education under the Fair Use Doctrine of United States copyright law. And that being said, fuck you, Rob. Fuck you for that, bro. That was so wrong. That was just so wrong. I don't understand it from so many different perspectives. I just one I'm just beyond. I knew there were you know people out there watching, but people like that out there watching in real time. Because yes, this happened in real time. Apparently, somebody I don't know how you found out. This is a low level. I've just probably my maybe sixth or seventh live stream. Um, well, in general, full full length, live stream going to multiple social media sites, and just I think as close to refined as I was starting to get. And of course, I didn't mean to encroach. I wasn't actually even meaning to click on it in general. Just happened to catch my eye in the middle of the conversation, and I meant to highlight it and utilize it to illustrate a point. I was more interested in the actual talented individual playing the koto in the video, more than anything else going on in the background. Um, I recently I figured, seeing as how I watch a lot of YouTube, and I understand that once videos are posted on YouTube, that it kind of became public content in a way, that it was kind of meant to be watched. But that being said, just do me a favor, don't push your videos so hard. Get out of my, that being said, it will no longer be in my algorithm, and I'll no longer, um, I have been um, advised by my assistant as well as my attorney that from this point on, it would be in my best interest, and has been in my best interest, to feature my content only in my live streams and no longer feature anybody else's content without direct permission, I guess, or unless they really want me to include it. like some of my co-op and partnerships. But yeah, outside of that, fuck you, Rob. You know, I gotta say that I've said my piece. I'm not gonna try and illustrate, highlight anymore. I'm venting. I'm vented. I had to vent. It was just, it took me by surprise. It was, I don't know. There was no real way to really interpret it, especially in that moment. And even now, I have to just say, fuck you, Rob, fuck you, Rob, fuck you, Rob, fuck you, Dolphin. Yeah, yeah, fuck you all, man. And I gotta say, I didn't like, from this point on, I will refrain from any point to go back and reference any kind of any form of anything with you in it. Let's just say it will be null and void from my life. I mean, what the fuck were you thinking, man? What the fuck was up with that stupid fucking pick idea any goddamn way? You know, sit there making on top everything like, oh, you're such a badass, Rob, such a fucking badass, bro. But yeah, you fail sometimes too. Okay, we all make mistakes, and that's a perfect fucking example. 100 fucking picks in 1. What the fuck is that? This bunch of noise. A noise that I wish I could get back. I wish I'd never fucking heard. You know, cats grinding on a fucking chalkboard while they're fucking shitting all over the goddamn place. You know, oh god, just the worst sound imaginable. And let's just step back for a minute and think about a plan that actually fucking works. Hey, I got. What about a pick that you could uh play a double neck guitar to play at the same time. Something like that. Just knock the fucking dome. Something practical, Rob. Something might work. I don't fucking know. Could have been yours. We could have, you could have collaborated. You could say, hey, bro, it's a good idea. Let's try to bounce that off. You could make that work. No, fuck, no. I'm holding on to that. I'm making that work. Yeah, you had your chance. I'll make that work. Make it practical. We'll stream that. That'll be my content. We'll stream that sometime later. Already designing enough as is. And that being said, yes, we're now officially. This is now officially sponsored by Pierce Acoustics and any media outlets associated where they're in. And that being said, we'll only feature Pierce Acoustics content and my content and any other media. You know, I will no longer play anybody else's music. Unfortunately, just love the idea of having that independent radio station. But that being said, now this becomes the official Liars on Lies live stream radio station. We will play that 100% all the time, all day, every day. We'll try to factor that in as I slowly but surely wean myself off of one profession into another, first and finally. And we'll get into all the logistics of that here in just a moment. I want to kind of make sure I fine tune. Obviously, I won't speak during the track. If there's something playing, I won't try to speak on it anymore. I think it just kind of there's a conflict of interest, and sometimes I just I picture what was it? Weird Science Theater, Mystery Science Theater. Where you got the little robots going on and they're talking during the movie or during the content playing, such and such, something along those lines. I think might try to. I don't know. We might try to factor in. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. I think I can still kind of run with that idea somehow. But yeah. So if we are playing some tracks, so at least I'll try to keep it low enough if I am saying something, or just keep it in the background. Just let it rock in the background. If we need to fill in the gap with the noise, we have it all here. I got the whole track listing. I got both albums, right, itching and ready to go. And yeah, of course, if we have any spanking new content regarding any of those, the lyric videos and the actual music videos themselves, um, you won't see them here. No, I'm joking. Yes, but we'll feature. We'll have features of those as well. And as we start to narrow down everything that all the projects that are going on at once, yeah, we'll definitely get into more of that. And of course, Panda segment as well. But yeah, that being said, we will do away. There will be no more music news, and more or less just Pierce Acoustics news or Lies on Lies, anything therein. So that being said, this official podcast, this official Pierce Acoustics Lies on Lies broadcast is brought to you and sponsored by none other than where's my where's it at? The little no, no, wrong one, wrong one. Yes. Yeah, da da da. Pierce Acoustics merch. Yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you too can be looking just as fabulous and just as gorgeous in your day-to-day routine, or even further. It depends on what you're doing, what you're into. I'm certain we have something for you. We have just gone through and finished our unisex line, and of course, any and all accessories that need to come and go with it. That includes buttons, whether or not you're just trying to decorate something that you already have, or something you're wanting to go along with something you've already decorated. Also, make sure if you want to stay warm this winter and you want to look good doing it, just go through. I'm sure we have plenty here, and definitely looking absolutely 100% fabulous. And look, oh my God, he feels 100. He's so deep in thought right now, he doesn't know what to say. It's like it's become his thinking cap. And yes, I will go out of my way and say that due to all of this computer work that I've been doing over the past, yeah, it's been going on 4 months now, my wrist is starting to kill me, which is now inspired, yes, the Pierce Acoustics mouse pad. Be sure to go ahead and get you one. This fine cushion right here in particular is in fact it's 100% necessary nowadays. If you're going to spend any kind of prolonged period of time or any kind of time period, don't risk it. Do not risk. Your risks are precious, and if you're a musician such as myself, they're critical. So yes, I no longer want to risk it. I'm tired of using the towel, and of course, I am itching to start using my Pierce Acoustic mousepad. And of course, look 100% official wearing your Pierce Acoustics polo anywhere and everywhere you go. It's not just for golf courses, guys. It is not just for golf courses. Let's be realistic about that. So, yes, get you some. Of course, the link is on the social media pages. And of course, what we are currently directly in the middle of right now is generating an advertisement for said. Where's that button? There we go. Is generating an advertisement for said merch. Now, of course, yes, I've already got my script going, got everything already detailed and ran in. We already have what we're basically doing is we're going to be utilizing the frames that have been generated with the merchandise. So it's kind of already set our theme in our environment. So I didn't really have to do too much. I just kind of had to go with what's there and kind of um, conceptualize what kind of scene or scenario would have been taking place at that particular time. Of course, sprinkle just a tiny little bit of humor in it, and I think we're gonna have something fun and interesting. And gee, Pan, I swear to God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to keep him tied up during these streams sometimes, guys. It's just, oh God, I can't play with them enough. Why does that always come out wrong? Anyways, yes, he's very playful. Yes, he's very much still a child, I believe. Panda, I do believe he is not even yet. No, he might be turning two very soon. He might be turning 2 years old very soon. So yes, very much still new, still active, still trying to hang. You get it. We've all been youth. We've all been there. Yeah, he's just trying to have a good time. So yeah, without further ado, you know, like I said, can't necessarily go into anybody else's content, but yeah, I know, he's a dick. He's a dick. Rob, you're a dick. But yeah, but with that being said, though, I'm glad you're encouraging me to actually take we need to take it a little bit further. I should have been featuring content such as this periodically throughout the whole time. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into what we were just working on. And of course, Jesus guys, it was not that. You're laughing at me now. I know it. It's not. It's not with me. It's never been with me. Just laughing at my cries. Okay. Um. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into that real quick. I want to mix that together. And then, of course, I do want to get into. Let's talk about water. Let's discuss water. I have not discussed that enough, and rightly so. For a while, I was hesitant because one, I was waiting for the patents to kind of, at least the patent pending process to go through, and then of course, um, I wanted to be able to, I wanted to be in a position to where, if I did start talking about it, I was at that point. You could already assume that I was ready to start assembling one. So yeah, we need to start talking about that. I want to start talking about that more because we're done. We're done with, and I say, not the petroleum industry entirely. I'm not taking them on head on. I'm just saying we need to wean our dependence from other. We need to be, as much as I'm trying to be an independent company, we need to become an independent nation. Not that we can't work with other nations, not that we can't cooperate, but we should not be reliant and fundamentally risking all of our resources, our economy, and our lives on these dependencies. So yeah, this is an initiative, a step in that direction that needs to stop. I mean, we would no longer have to, you know, if somebody gets upset overseas somewhere, I'm not going to drop names. I don't have to worry about trying to get to and from work or just commuting to and from a grocery store without having to commit first. God, I don't know. Traumatic. It's traumatic. It's traumatic for a lot of people. It's traumatic for myself. It's traumatic for a lot of people. But we'll get deeper into that discussion here in just a minute. First, let's go ahead and enjoy some Lies on Lies radio, where we go ahead and string together our first Pierce Acoustics merch video. And of course, I'm not going to show you everything, can't detail everything. One, it'll ruin the surprise. But two, as I said, there are people and have been people just semi lurking in the background. Companies, corporations do this. I do it myself. It's called research and development. Okay, you're researching your competition, and I'm gonna say, am I competitive to a lot? I'm not attempting to be, but yeah, I'm putting a lot of effort in what I'm doing. So yeah, should they be worried? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everyone, every company out there should be worried in a way. I haven't been. like I said, I've done my best. I want to try and showcase as many companies, and I want to demonstrate and advertise as much as possible, so that one, we can become a community like we should be, um, everything can become fair for not only ourselves but the customers also. We're not sitting here jumping our prices and trying to, we're ruining our lives and other people's lives to try and compete and try and struggle just to try and get a hold of fine quality products. And I don't want to have just one type of guitar on my wall either. So I don't know. We'll um, we'll see. But for the time being, like I said, at this point, the factory is now closed even tighter. You know, not even Panda is allowed entry into some of the most discreet and discreet and uh, top secret, top secret ideas. But for the time being, I will stop and highlight everything I'm doing and everything I'm done. And actually, beforehand, I will do a step by step of what I've already done. Like I said, I've had either, you'll put together a storyboard. You'll either start with the idea initially. I like to go sit in my thinking chair, my handy dandy thinking chair, and allow ideas to progress, kind of form a scene, form an environment based on the message that I'm trying to describe, and allow it to grow around that. And then, of course, how are we? Where are we jumping? What are we? What are we trying to visualize? What are we trying to showcase? From what angle? All this stuff sounds complicated, but you'd be surprised what the human mind is capable from time to time. And if I know, as many of you know as well as I do, if you're following along with me, that you've just sat there and you haven't even thought about the fact that you're thinking of this complex at that it's happening. So the fact that I'm just describing it sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's just thinking. You're just in the corner thinking. And that's what I'm doing. You're putting it all together. And with that, we then verbal, as I'm doing now, I'm dictating it to you now. I would then transcribe that into a font. I would then lay that out in word format, a script, if you will, that is um, basically formatted for the length and duration of time for each scene and sequence. And there you have. That's where you develop a script. Um, and you know, depending on the length of the script, it depends. That's up to you. But for something like this, and I'm trying my best. I mean, when you have now, I think we're at 110 um, apparel products. Just 100 at that, just 110 products in unisex uh, uh, style. Yeah, 110, and it was just really tough to sit there and try to draw. I think I eventually had to land on because for a 45-second video, you'd need 9 frames. So then I originally thought, three different products in 3 different ways would give me 9 frames, but I couldn't just settle on 3 different products. No. So I settled in 10 on 10 ish. And yeah, we're going to try and squeeze all those into a nice, um, less than a minute long advertisement. And yeah, fortunately, thanks to the miracle of loopholes, as long as we keep it as a social media um, short, a post, if you will, not necessarily as an advertisement, a full on advertisement, we're able to bypass a lot of copyright laws that way. And not that we're trying to, but and the fact that these already had a download link established with them means that they were already intended to be used. Not to mention, they are wearing a Pierce Acoustics logo on their body and on their person. So Yeah, let's not forget that. So that's not. I'm just saying in general, especially if you want to add audio, which is probably best. Yeah, screw it. We'll just go ahead and use the Lies on Lies audio. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. We'll go ahead and just use some of my own audio, and we'll do that. Screw it. But if you ever were in need or you were reaching for certain types of audio and stuff, the fact, I utilize other, there's certain times, you don't want to just be heavy metal for every message, and for this particular business, for Pierce Acoustics in general, you, I, you want to be family oriented. You don't want to just, I'm not just trying to aim at one specific the Pacific, no, one specific demographic at all with that. But with Lies on Lies, I think you get the idea. It's a heavy metal band. I mean, take it as you will. I mean, it's fucking rock and roll. Take it as is. But yeah, so basically that's the gist of it. Already laid down the script. They're already segmented. So all I gotta do is layer them in and keep them matched up with their frames so that everything comes out accordingly. As long as each of the scenes look um, the way that I want them, we'll go ahead and stitch them together. We'll edit them together, add some fancy effects, um, maybe some fonts. I don't know, because you do have to remember, and I will let you in on this. Will say this, and before I do, I will say, if you like the content enough to try and replicate it and try to, do almost the exact same, please feel free to hit the like button as well, as it really does. It's not, it just helps the self-esteem, guys. Let's be realistic. We love seeing that like button hit. So let's go ahead and smash that if and whenever possible. I don't feel like should ever have to remind people, but I just, yeah, I don't actually think I should. I just, you know, you got to put these things out there, man. It's just, it helps, and I am noticing, it's starting to rub off, and I do appreciate the fact that there is growth and development coming from this, which is exactly what I encouraged this and intended this for. But that being said, smash that fucking like button for me, man. It would just help so much to see that just every little bit of support. I have noticed how many, and you're able to see the statistics on your web pages. So I am seeing how many people are visiting the site so far, and I do appreciate how much support you are attempting. And just bear with me. I think I'm just waiting on. They want me with Shopify, with how they work. They want you to go through their banking system. So I had to apply through their. I had to apply it to an entirely different bank. So it's pending approval. I'm waiting for the weekend to go through. Hopefully, I hear something Monday, if not no later than Tuesday. And yeah, we'll be right on track with that. And yeah, just um, that it helps support and uh, continue these projects, furthering more and more development, research and development. So the less rideshare and the more Pierce Acoustics that we're doing, the more Lies on Lies that we're doing, the better. And that's why I'm jumping in. That's why I'm taking the initiative after so long. So yeah, bear with me, guys, and I appreciate it. We're I'm feeling it out. I'm feeling it out, and I think this is gonna work a little bit better because now it's all mine. This is all my content, guys. Every little bit of it. So where should we start? Which jam? Which jam? What have we not heard? Ooh, yeah. Not heard this yet. I'm certain. Have we? I don't know. Maybe.
from the soil of the ancient plains, thrown into a world of chaos, blood, and pain. I must escape this or I may just go insane. These parasites are eating holes in my brain. Now the shaman's power flows through my veins, with nothing to lose or everything to gain. A cyborg raptor is charging like a train, with my poison tipped arrows I flush it down the drain. Level the city with no time to explain. Why? But these scary big bastards are about to know my name. I am to rock, a son of stone, and I'm out of my mind. The last line of defense for all our life. I am to rock, holding all the keys to last lost in time. Fighting in the unjust, pay for their crimes. Fighting through the nerves of a T-Rex spine, fighting to the last
Into rock.
souls is flowing like water. Mother God, what have you done now? A freaking dinosaur with a freaking laser on the brow. I killed the campaigner and shattered his crown. Don't save a war that sets the upside down. Found a chapter of the lost and found. They're indulging underneath the ground. Fading out once I forgot. The gate is open.
It's open in the spirit through the door. Into rock. And my mind is all mankind. I am to rock. And time. Just pay for the cry. Yeah. That's fine. To hold on. I am to Oops. Yes. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Moving right along. Blind Prophets.
Then 10 seconds later, you're an expert.
Let the feces fly. It's wrong. My puppet's crashing at an open door. I lipstick upon paper plates. Lord Eric debate of noise. Between your neighbors and your closest friends. For the last 3,000 years. Only garbage through your unwashed fist. Isn't what you like. Curves your back. This was a Nordic debate. Oh, you're the shit. A celebrity affair, and the clothing that they wear. The jury and executor too will never know or care about you. They critique the type of the flame. Realize that you're the one who plays, yeah. The porcelain throne, geniuses sitting alone. You know what? Alright, hold on. Okay. Okay. thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's just so great. Yeah. The land of refugees. Yeah, you got it. Right, Pan? Yeah, you got it. They got it, Pan. Oh, before I get into it, yeah, as I said, I'm rendering frame by frame right now. We are on frame 2. Obviously, there is room for tweaking. What seems like a good idea at first may not actually be a good idea later on, or even, we mature constantly. So, yeah, being able to step back and reread and rethink each idea before you fully commit, 100% important. 100% important. And how many times it's been trial and error for me. It continues to be trial and error. Let it continue to be trial and error for you. But that's part of the trial and error process, isn't it? Is to think and rethink again. Rethink one more time if you have a chance. If you have the ability to think, I mean, while I still can, yeah, I can't help it. I'm constantly tweaking as I go along, but still staying along the original format. It helps. You know, it keeps everything in line, but there's a framework there that you can start developing a meat or a muscle tone for. Nigh a skin, if you feel inclined. Let's see. Um, oh, yeah, wait. Yeah. The land of refugees. Yeah. Okay.
Ring in my nose says that I'm the real deal. Screaming at saints while I beg for my meals. Organic and nutritious cause it says so
If it says so on the seal, I'm happy I can feel. Right out on my heel. I will protect the truth into reality. Bring to want the Monday. Be my great lemonade. Rather give me cancer, but at least our fruit has sit down on my knees. Whatever thing for free. Home of the brave and the land of refugees. Something like that.
Living in an anime side of on dream. A katana on the draw, sipping at you with cream. My cartoon friends will say it's true, water is the code. But when mommy asks for the rent, the little bitches hit the road. Shut up, old woman, you don't understand my soul. Thinking is a scary thing, I like it in my home. Glory to the eco warrior, standard of the brave. We left 3 tons of garbage on the highway that we save. Inconsequential pronouns, simple-minded needs. The element is the treatment, it's planet hypocrisy. We want the revolution, we want it overnight. As long as there's a Starbucks and the wife will sing us by. Hypocrisy and double track, double standards high. Watch the garbage fight for trouble, smoke a weed and cry. I claim this was my destiny. I said I would protect the train. But in this country, over here, won't stay. Really, I just want the money. See my career while I pretend that
When these doctor has said, down on my knees, a thing for free, the home of the brave and the land of refugees. Yeah, we'll probably run that back a couple of times, yeah. Waste. Dude. Ooh. Special delivery.
bricks of mud and a broken back. Beads of sweat are sliding down my crack. Pharaoh's whip is crashing down the track. Moves that
Your focus turning to the grave. Burning bushes told me to be brave. Just trying to behave. The palace decayed. Delivered by hand. A wholesale shipment to a promised land. Just don't end up on Epstein's island. Or we'll end up right back where we began. Yes, special delivery. What to say? First century. No one to build your homes or statues. Raptors and pylons are held up with a glue. I saw it and took all the you get 2x2. But holding my shoes. It's the right thing to do. This is true. Good question. Special delivery. Wholesale shipment to a promised land. This don't end up on Epstein's Island. We'll end up right back where we began. Yes, special delivery. What to say? Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. I'm saying it's not. It's good shit. It's good shit. Oh. Speaking of the machine and speaking of hardware, yeah, this one's called Praise the Great Machine. But before we get into that, hold on. First and foremost, I gotta get used to. I gotta get into the habit of this. That this particular broadcast is brought to you by and sponsored by none other than da, 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 Pierce Acoustics merge. Da, 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 da. Yes, wherein by you can go very soon. Like I said, give me just a little bit, guys. Give me just a little bit, just a couple days. You will be able to go online to this particular site here. And yeah, you will be able to scroll through all your favorite products and designs. We currently, as I said, have a full line of unisex merch. That means both men and women, ladies and gentlemen. Does not matter. Any and all of you will look and feel great. Oh, excuse me. Wearing it. See how great I feel already? I'm so relaxed. Just telling you about it. It's just coming in. It's coming out. Right? Better out than in, he always says. Right? Right? I think so. I don't know. Anyways, this is Self Love Apparel, ladies and gentlemen. This is to elevate your love for music and brands into wearable art that resonate. This is exactly what it is. This is art that I have designed, enhanced, and tweaked and rendered onto apparel and all kinds of other neat and exciting day-to-day useful items that you can feel free to at your leisure come through and support each and every brand. Each one I guarantee you're gonna love. Each one is integrated with your favorite brands that you know and love. Not only Pierce Acoustics, as I said, if you go out of your way and hit the shop now button, you will see that not only does the IGS, I know I'm gorgeous, but I would just love the shop. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we all deal with it. I know we're all out in public. We all feel those eyes encouraging, discouraging us. Really, it starts to feel awkward. But it's time we start to feel proud about it. We need to reach out. We need to stand out loud, stand out proud, and showcase and give them something to stare at. So introducing the I Know I'm Gorgeous, but I would just love to shop merchandise that has now spawned and coordinated and now produces all of our Pierce Acoustics merchandise. We'll soon to be producing our Lies on Lies merchandise, any and all merchandise stemming from Pierce Atlas Media, our unofficial subsidiary of Pierce Acoustics that handles all of our media broadcasting and generative such as our exclusive Knights of the Federation series that will be airing soon, very soon, particularly on YouTube, for free, 100% free to watch. Feel free to tune in whenever, wherever, and of course, we will be showcasing that on any and every live broadcast very soon as well. I have some very, very interesting news regarding that. You're gonna want to see a lot of the scenes that we have or we put together. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's a dream come true. Actually, it's exactly what it was. It was a dream, and now it is coming true. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for walking and working with me through it. But yes, you will be able to click on this. It will take you to either one of our collections that is currently, as I said, our men's unisex is labeled men's, but this is unisex apparel. It looks great and fabulous on each and every one of us, and of course, every accessory to go along with it. Just look at those extraordinarily awesome phone cases. I know, I'm getting one. I know, we'll all look awesome together. We'll all look awesome together, guys. Just wearing this and taking this out on the road with us. As soon as you pop this out to answer the phone, people are going to be interested. You're going to want to mute your conversation. Get to a safe place because you're going to be too close, way too close for comfort, especially when you're trying to have a private conversation. As a matter of fact, this might not be the right product for you, to be honest with you. But hey, still good to look at. So you click on one of these. Let's say you click on the apparel, and yes, 113 items, ladies and gentlemen. And there still are a few. I had a few hiccups with the generation process, but everything else came out looking 100% fabulous. Many of them are sublimated, but any of our sublimated still have, yes, ladies and gentlemen, a fresh embroidery. If you look closely at a lot of these, and especially these sweatshirts, this same official Pierce Acoustics logo is also featured, is now infused into the sweatshirt itself. It will outlast the sweatshirt itself, maybe even yourself. I don't know. I just know the quality's there, the apparel's there, and yes, the designs are there. Just look how gorgeous she looks. Like I said, it is not just for men. Ladies, go ahead and feel free to strap on one of these unisex official Pierce Acoustics official unisex tank tops, and give them a reason to stare. Give them a reason to let them know you feel good in the skin you are in. And look, she's not showing too much skin, just enough, just enough to let you know and to feel comfortable. Some of these hot days, and it's starting to cool off now. It is getting cooler, so let's be realistic about that. You're gonna want to get a couple of these baseball tees coming up in the fall. It's not gonna be extreme temperatures, but it's gonna start feeling a little more brisk. You're gonna want some more extension, and you're gonna want to look absolutely incredible doing it. Looking at one of these, so yeah, go through. Feel free at any point in time. Like I said, this is our official sponsor, Pierce Acoustics, the IGS store, through registered through Shopify, and the official partner and um, render of all of our fabulous merchandise. So yeah, it's me, it's me. I do it all. I'm just, I have many characters, ladies and gentlemen, many personalities, I suppose, many business personalities, if you will. But it's just a good way to organize all of it because I would go absolutely insane trying to focus on all of it all in one place. But yes, please feel free to gain some inspiration through this as well because I'm like I said, um, it's all coordinating into something much larger. You know, everybody has their own niche. I don't expect you to try and fill and go along. Just extract what you need to make your own niche work. As I said, I don't expect us all to make the world run on water. We'll more on that in just a minute after I finish rendering. Well, you know what? Maybe we could. Wait a minute. Wait, well, no. One last song. One last song, and then we'll get right into the water. That'll give me just enough time to finish rendering. Um, I should only need I don't know 5 more scenes after this. It's kind of it's getting there. It's okay. Especially with the live stream, it does take a minute to buffer on my end. I'm sure it's fully rendered on their end, but it takes a minute to get back to me. But without further ado, yes, this is Praise the Great Machine. Hmm?
Alright, you ragged bastards, sit down, shut up, and listen! You want the story? Here's the damn story! Once upon a time they built a tower so high, like a giant fucking needle, right in the eye. A flashy neon playground under a pitch black sky. They didn't want to think, they did not even
care to try.
Perfect metal brain and tell 'em how to breathe.
They did not know what was that. It did all the shits. Did it? I think so. Down the trees, and our knees keep choking on the breeze. We put the bell like a through in the keys. I don't even know just what to do. Oh, what's that says about us? Generation built on grief is choked out on their own dust. It's wiping all our asses for everyone that's up and super in the masses. In their balls for both and mac and cheese. Poisoning waterfalls are burning in the trees. They're choking on the breeze. Reinforce the feeling like some through the keys. I don't know just what to think or what that says of us. A generation built on grief that choked down on their own lost. Who's the vegetable then? We've got him. Praise the machine. It's wiping us close. That's helpless, stupid in the masses. Yeah, balls full of golden mac and cheese. Pushing in the waterfalls, cutting down the trees. Down on the knees, they're choking on the breeze. Reinforce the paralyzed and through with the keys. And I don't know just what to think or what that chance of us. I just know there's no one left to answer it. No one left to. It's work. It's a work in progress. Excellent suggestion, sir. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Of course. Why not? Why not? Only beginning. The first time around. Thinking shit I pretend. Alright, no more hot dogs. Now my Thursday needs an update first to even comprehend it. He's a broke. You know what goes. Pretend that can play. It's the daily routine. Virus of the struggle machine. If it worked right from the start, you wouldn't have to mend it. My toaster needs an update first. Leave enough to mend it. Update your life! Update your life! Mistakes! Re-optimize it! Then run and run! Big, big in here. All right, all right. As much as I want to listen to that again and again and again, if you want, hey, I'll put it on repeat if y'all want it, because that shit. Oh my god, I just love. Yeah, updates. Thank you, Bill Gates. Thank you for that. Thank you for inspiring me to create like an actual work of art. Now, albeit, I mean, the whole Windows logo. I mean, we all grew up with it, so it is kind of integrated. But it is still down there, lower left, right next to the search bar. But I hardly ever notice it. I'm not gonna lie; it just looks like a normal grid to me now. I don't. We need to go back to the Windows 95 logo if we want to talk art. Okay. But with that being said, segue into the conversation. Let's talk about water. I'll get back to these frames here in just a minute, especially when I get off of the stop doing the once the live stream ends. I will continue doing what I was just doing previously. Yeah, that being said, let's moving on. Moving on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Go ahead and open this up. I think that's the proper way to go. I don't think I downloaded. Did I download it again? I might have downloaded it again. Ah, yes, I did. All right, here we go. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Pierce Acoustics HHO generator, and I will explain all the specifics behind this in just a moment.
Efficiency isn't just a goal, it's a requirement. Introducing the modular HHO active siphon system. Seamlessly integrated DIY installation. Real-time fluid control and water tank included. Unlock the true potential of your engine. This is the future of fuel.
Okay, yes, that being said, is everything it just said is exactly what it is. Real-time fluid control. It's based on a siphon system. So, much as its predecessors, and many of the predecessors you can find right there online. As I said, I'm not the originator of the idea. I've just refined it, and for some reason, wanting to be the only one to market it for what it is and what it can be. It can be a completely alternative fuel source, not just a booster, not just an enhancer. I mean, let's not forget that these are the same components that rockets utilize, the exact same chemical, well, the combustion elements to gain their thrust. And I mean, this is an extraordinary amount of energy that can be harnessed and utilized as long as it's um, what did it say? Um, Integrated properly, right? So, without further ado, allow me to go further into detail about this. When it says siphon, um, this not these can't necessarily work on water alone. Yes, you can input water as a direct source, but there's also a secondary component that is essential for the electrolysis process to work and create our hydrogen and oxygen. Will then be split off into different segments and then um, um, injected directly into the intake manifold uh, uh, directly. But before it does so, it has to siphon through an electrolyte source, which we have now refined and integrated into this process to where the water will first channel through this um, at a calculated rate. Everything's been structured and shaped so that it this siphon effect creates a consistent flow. That's why it is very important to make sure that you're topped off. I haven't really considered what happens. Of course, we will test the worst case scenarios. That is something that needs to happen. I have yet to test the worst case scenarios. I've only tested the best case scenarios, and that is that once you plug this in, every component, it will convert your engine into a fully functioning water-based engine. And I wouldn't necessarily just run up to your exhaust right away and start trying to breathe in some of those vapors. If we've been running on gasoline, these engines on gasoline, especially, let's not forget that they will still be utilizing petroleum oil to to function. So a lot of that could be trapped up in there if none of your gaskets are running right. It just all depends on the type of engine you have, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be the miracle end. It will allow your engine to run on an alternative fuel source. Fortunately, one that is now environmentally friendly. What I'm certain that over a period of time, as you cycle it through the engine in this, only this, yeah, it'll clean up. It will clean up, and hopefully in the future we can develop some chemical solvents that can help burn off a lot of that excess gunk in engine buildup, so that it does get cleaner and cleaner each time, and not only better for the optimization of the engine, but for the environment as well. So all in process, all in time. But yes, you'll see, as you could see. Let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and break this down just a little bit further. Give me just a second. I will show you. Okay, so these are the these are some of the schematics that are available. I mean, these are kind of public access at this point. Once it kind of hits the patent office, it's secured by the patent office, but you have every. I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, you have access. You can look at these drawings for yourself if you wanted to. Wait, or is that only after? All right, so we'll only use one set of drawings on this, just to kind of demonstrate and get you kind of some background information of exactly what this is and exactly what this is entailing. This is very real, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that I am proposing right now is 100% real, 100% practical, and 100% uh, well, shit, 100% real. It is the the fact we've gone so far with this process already. The fact that it works in real time, the fact that I know I'm not the only one. I've seen it work so close to being, but at the same time, just certain. It's just that one tiny little element, that one tiny little tweak, not going one step further to make it into a fully functioning alternative source. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't know why. I do know that it is suggest this. It doesn't necessarily take a specific type of engine. It just takes a certain tweak, a refinement to the engine that hasn't been done. To where if you were to just plug this in, just letting the gas go into the intake, it it wouldn't, even though it's combustible. See, there's times if the flow or the mix isn't right, and if anybody's worked with acetylene torches, you'll understand what I mean. That everything has to be just so that even if you get it lit, let's say you get the torch lit with your acetylene, your propylene, whatever, and you crank the oxygen, you know, it can actually put your torch out if you initiate it too fast. It can't happen. The mix going off, like it has to be the perfect mix, doesn't it? It has to be the perfect mix for your engine, your specific engine. That's why no one else can sit here and say, you know, this can work fully. No, they would have to mod it specifically, and that's exactly what we've done. It's exactly what we've done. You say, how, Matt? How? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. It works, like I said, it works a little bit easier for older vehicles on the DIY aspect, but just as easy, if not easier, with newer and modern vehicles too. I think there is something to be said about. I'm on the fence about electronic enhancements in our engines, but have they optimized them? Yeah, 1.5 liter running at a a horsepower that's comparable to engines like, I mean, 1.5 liter. Like, what is that? A weed whacker engine? Like, what is that? It's absolutely amazing that they've gotten to that point where electronics themselves can make or break the engine. So let's step back. Let's reflect on that for just a moment. For just a moment. I'm trying to find the diagram. I apologize. I'm stalling just a little bit, but at the same time, I'm stalling with useful information. I'm not really stretching with the chicken cross the road just yet. I'm getting there though. Think I've, oh, that's why. Because I opened up the Okay, so we might be getting into the chicken cross the road very soon. Hold on. Unfortunately, that being said, I know exactly what time and date to go to, so this should go a lot smoother. Did I really? I'm a historical junkie, so yeah, wow, I did. Before I started doing this, I was starting to hold on to a lot of it. Oh no, I'm back in 2025. Yeah, before I did, I started holding on a lot of this. It just became inspiration. I was just looking for sourcing inspiration for everything. Like I said, it's also a good look into where we kind of, you know, if you don't know who you are, it does help. I feel like I'm kind of an example of what happens if the entire world. I mean, if you look at the genealogy of what I've looked at least scraped into, it's pretty much every ethnic group combined. And yeah, take that all in. If the world actually came together, who knew? I mean, not saying I'm beautiful or anything. Aha! Here we are. I found you. Um, let's see. Which ones do we want to? Which ones exposed the least? That's the question. Okay. Um, shit. No, it's way too much. It's way too much. Oh, damn it. Do I have one that doesn't have all these labels on it? Hold on one second. Let me look. Let me look. Let me. Actually, you know what? We can. Yeah, we can. Yeah, just let this cycle over and over again. Yeah. Mute it. Just let that cycle. Just let it cycle. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So we're gonna wanna and unstop staring at stream real quick. I boy need something to drink. Do I have my nakeds? Where'd they go? Oh no. Oh, I drank it all. Before you know it's gone. I just need to start buying in bulk. I do. I understand that, but sometimes it works right for the mindset and the budget of the day. If you are doing a day to day budget to go with a day to day quantity, yeah, right here. Okay. Wait a minute. No, 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 not without hitting this button first. I don't know why it transfers me over without hitting that button first. So yeah, all right. So at least we'll go back to what we were at least looking at. As you can see, we have a two-step system. It'll siphon through our state-of-the-art electrolysis puck. Electrolyte puck will be inserted through this removable capsule down at the bottom, and then you will go. It will the water will siphon through. Uh, actually, I guess it would be coming up. Yeah, it would be coming up from the bottom into our electrolysis system, where this is has our systematic mechanical, not necessarily mechanic, our electrolysis setup, where once the water, briny water, hits this plate, it then it separates the two basic components of the water, the hydrogen and oxygen, which will then be synced and combined into what will be a retrofitted. Basically, it would snug right into the sleeve where the intake separates. So the easiest part for all of us to reach, right? Just make sure it's the right diameter for each vehicle. Unfortunately, a lot of them are a very set diameter. As long as we go through each one to be that way, and if it's not at the time of purchase, we will make them up as we go. It's going to be a process. There are a lot of automobiles out there. Let's be realistic about that. And trying to integrate them into each and every one of them is not going to be easy. It's going to be easy to go by manufacturer. So once I get Ford done, once I get Chevy done, Dodge, we're going to stick in house. We're going to stick in house in first. Not saying we're not eventually going to unify the world in this as well, but we're going to stick in house first. So American made manufacturers, a lot of us are itching. I mean, it's an American made company. The Japanese get the first Nintendos. We should get the first water based cars. Let's be realistic. And then we'll branch out to European vehicles. Obviously, we all have Hondas, we all have Toyotas, we all have um, everything in between. So, but dude, I have to say, this is gonna be American made cars first to the front of the line. And yeah, that's pretty much as it goes. Um, I'm thinking that what this will be a magnetic mount, but there will also be. I mean, if we want to get, I think there were. I had established there were two mounting systems. I can't quite remember the other one at the moment, but I do remember the magnetic mount. Knowing the majority of chassis at this point are still made of metal, a steel that we can work with. There are some aluminum bodies that this does not, will not, would not work with, which is why the additional mounting system would come into to place. But for most American made, I think we're still rocking steel. So yeah, could mount in the engine bay if you can find the space for it, for sure. Either way works. It will come with um, a water tank already. We have 5 and 10 gallons initially available, and yeah, that's a precursor. Like I said, I would like to deliver. I'm not entirely certain what would happen if you just started dumping water into a gas tank that's already been using gas for a prolonged period of time. I'm not sure what that would do to the system just yet. So that's why I was thinking of it. It would be nice to have some kind of chemical system that you can integrate to kind of treat it strip away a lot of the coatings and make it cleaner, and kind of make it so that you can start in utilizing the gas tanks that are already there without causing any issues. But if during actual testing, like I said, I want to go through worst case scenarios after this is working on its own system to go ahead and see what will happen. And if it does work and it does continue to work, fuck it, by all means. Strip away uh, the unplug the 5 and 10 and go ahead and plug directly into your own gas tank, being sure to keep everything at a consistent level. But this has an integrated pump into it, so don't feel like it's all working on gravity. Gravity is to play here in some way, but it did make sense to go ahead and integrate a pump into this so that it does its job, ladies and gentlemen. It does its job. It sucks the water solution into the places it needs to be, and that's how we maintain consistent flow, a regular, consistent flow. As long as there's a full tank, like I said, um, you gotta think that a lot of these hydro pumps are made to have some kind of fluid running through them, or they can burn out easily. So remember that if you're thinking about running the system to its limits, if you run them dry, they will start to fail. Um, but outside of that, yeah, it's that simple. It is that simple. Is it simple in the nature of the thing? Simple in design? Absolutely not. No, no, no. No, wait, Pin. Time for midnight snack, and yeah, now he's excited because yes, Pierce Acoustics does have an official doggy collar and a doggy leash. Now we can go. He can look fabulous every time he's walking through the park. Everybody's gonna be all eyes on Panda because he's gonna match too. He's black and white, and it's gonna be black and white collar. Oh my God! You get a little tag that says Panda. Look at a little tag that says Panda. Yeah, it'll be official. It'll be official. Yeah, then we gotta get him some doggy jammies. I am sad to say. Okay. I am sad to say that for some reason, the site we're using for a lot of this merchandise did decide to get rid of its stickers. It's no longer offering stickers, mugs, and official thermoses. So they have. Oh, excuse me. Yes, it is about time for that midnight snack there, Pan. Stop reminding me. See that? It's subliminal now, man. It's starting. It's gaslighting all day, Panda. Stop it. I knew I was hungry, but I didn't pay attention to that fact until you said something. Oh, oh God, where was I? But yes, uh, yeah, I'm a little down bummed by that. They do still have the water bottle thermos based water bottles, so it is hot or cold water bottles, but it's not the thermos design that I was interested in. That we all know I was just really encouraged to want to slap a label on. And mugs as well. I needed a mug. I'm a tea guy. Occasionally, I do drink coffee, trying to push the late night oil, as they say, or the late night caffeine. Occasionally, but caffeine and myself do not set well. I do not. It just, yeah. I already have a high enough metabolism as is. It's just, yeah, not too good. But yeah, but teas and whatnot was really, but I have found alternative sources where we can source if there's not um, if there's not a certain item or product that's available there, you can definitely find it there. And yeah, we'll have mugs, thermoses, and stickers coming. I was so excited. I wanted to go around town slapping stickers on everything, guys. And of course, I mean, if I give out free stickers, I expect everybody to go around and slap stickers on everything as well. Likewise, if you have stickers that you want your boy to go around slapping around town, especially over at the Loud down there in Huntington, I know they have live jams and some killer music here recently. Um, all through, oh my God, there's way too many places, way too many venues right here in town, let alone the local areas, the surrounding areas. And yeah, I would love to slap a sticker on all of them. Just get start. Let's go slap happy. What do they call it? Slap happy. Wasn't that Al Gore in the South? I watched too much South Park. I swear to God, it's way too much South Park. Um, but yeah, I think that about does it. Yeah, we're at the. Oh, yeah. We're getting there, man. Yes. Yeah, midnight snack time. Midnight snack time. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what was going on. Kept up to date. I knew I didn't do it yesterday. I apologize for that. This is getting extremely exhausting. My hand is 100. My wrist was starting to kill me. You know, I got more padding, more padding, yeah, more get more padding, get more padding, get more padding, get more padding, get more padding pin. He's harmless. He's 100% harmless. I swear. He plays rough. I teach him to play. I would love him to be more rough, but that's as rough as he gets. Sadly enough, he will not attack intruders. That you little bastard. That's why you're here in the first place. But oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, is that a search? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think he's learning. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's serious, guys. It's midnight snack time. I want to get make sure. Hold on. Yeah, feeling like I said, my hand was hurting, so yeah, it inspired the mouse pad. Go ahead, get you guys a mouse pad. This live stream is now officially brought to you in part by Pin Pin. Pin. Officially brought to you in part by. God damn it. And Pierce Acoustics merch and Pierce Acoustics accessories. That's right. Yes, this is the Pierce Acoustics / Lies on Lies behind the scenes live stream. So yeah, go ahead and support the crap out of it with any old little tiny item. Does not matter. Anything that suits your fancy. I'm hoping. Actually, I know I've got something for you, and you're gonna look great. You're gonna feel great doing it. Um, without further ado, as we have said previously and again, keep it heavy, keep it heavy, keep it original, and as always, keep it easy.